This is a warning. This episode contains mature themes, including violence, body horror, and death. Viewer discretion is advised.
You come to a table laid out on the lawn underneath a plastic tent. And at the head of the table, there are three figures in masks.
I ran out of pastries. I'm gonna sit down.
With 3 successes, you notice that the food is crawling with bugs, spiders, hidden just inside and around it. We are here to help you break your oath, they all say in unison.
Oh, cool. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Hannah, I wouldn't trust them.
I mean, it would be fitting as this trial is injustice.
All you have to do is eat. With every bite you eat, we'll take what is owed to us.
And I sort of get everyone to gather around. So we should kill them.
I ask the Guardians, do we all need to eat it or just one of us?
You all get to break your oath. You're free now. We know it's what you wanted. All of you who wanted it have to eat to break the oath.
All 4 Ethyls all at once say, but we weren't under an oath.
Then you don't have to eat, they say.
Yes.
All as once.
Actually, I want to prophesize now based on our possible avenues. So let's do a little roll.
Mm-hmm. Parallax's eyes roll back in his head as he takes out a stopwatch and views the future.
3 successes.
What are your 3 questions?
I want to know. It might be too vague, but it's like, what happens if do I complete the trial if we were to eat the food and break the oath?
Yes, that is completing the trial. If you eat the food, break the oath, you see that you can move on.
All right, so it is the trial. Okay. And question 2 is, can we also complete the trial by attacking the 3 masked people?
You see Ethyl raise a hand as one, and they are ripped apart and turned into dust. And then the fog parts as well.
Was that a yes?
It's a very vague maybe yes.
Yeah.
All right, and my last question is, do I, if I were to eat the food, do I know what memories I would lose and how much?
You could ask whether you would lose, what you have to be more specific than that. So you could be like, will I lose the memory of, or will I lose this, or will I lose that? You can ask that question, but you don't think that you'll know before you'll eat the food, if that's your question. No, it will not tell you before you eat it.
All right. So actually, does choosing a certain food actually dictate what I lose, or no? No, it's just okay. Gross. All right. Well, I come out of like that sort of trance, and I'm like, well, guys, hate to say it, but easiest course of action is for the 3 of us to eat something off that table. And then we break the oath.
You had said before that I could break the oath for you. If I do it now, Do we not have to do any of this?
Ooh, then there wouldn't be a deal.
That would have been a good question to ask in divination.
It would have been. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. But I do like that idea way more than,
Yeah, because there's 4 of them now.
yeah. So how about we just do that and then see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, worst case, our oath is still broken.
Yeah. And we have
won't
the
be able to
time to
reroll nine.
prepare.
Okay, so Victoria doesn't know what spell that is.
Oh, it's just a fate spell. So yeah, you're gonna break a sworn oath. How many dots of occult do you have?
3.
Okay. So you know that this is going to be a overreach spell, which means it can cause paradox. But you can either negate or modify the oath on one person with just a fate gnosis roll. So it's fate gnosis. It's a little bit dangerous, and you can do it one person, one roll, or you could try to do it on everybody all at once, and that would be really dangerous.
All right. Let's do. So would I have to do it on 3 separate people, or do I just have to? Okay.
You'd have to do
So-
it 3 separate times.
Let's start with the 2 stronger Ethels. We'll try to do it at the same time on Mona and Hannah.
Those stronger Ethels are the only ones who can try it.
I figured.
Does not have any issues. So yeah, roll for Mona first.
And then in doing so, can I use a couple yantras?
Yes, what yantras are you using?
I want to draw a sigil over them in ashes. Now I'm really disappointed. I too didn't take Parallax ashes. And then I want to, and I'll do that with the end of my shovel. And
Do you want
I'll
some of my
sit-
blood?
will that help?
Probably.
Sure. Do you want to smear it on my shovel handle?
Yeah, I do that.
And then
Yeah.
other will offer to Hannah if they want to do it too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use the lightsaber, but I've got a hunting knife.
Yeah, you deal a point of bashing damage to yourself and produce some blood. Mona, you already have a lot of dried blood on you if you just want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so that's +3 on this roll.
Okay. And can I say my intention in high speech too?
Yes, so that's +5 on this roll.
Okay. So it's, what am I adding together? 5 to
5 plus fate plus gnosis.
5 plus fate plus gnosis. That's so many dice. Okay.
You never know. And you reroll 9s and 10s.
Actually, does Ethel reroll 9s?
Actually, if you break the oath, I'm pretty sure that'll no longer be a thing.
That's right.
That has been nice.
Yeah.
So one of them got a 7. It's 14 dice, so I have to roll for the other one now.
Nice. Yes, 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 yes.
Less good start on this one.
My prime site is still up, just letting you know.
That is good to know. So you can see this happening, the fates being broken, and you can see as the world reacts, rippling away, there's just a massive surge of power that goes through the pattern around here.
And the other one rolls 6.
Both of those are enough to break the oath. But both rolls also paradox. Would you try to internalize the paradox or let it out?
Internalize it.
What happens if you internalize Parallax?
If you internalize Paradox, it will hurt you, and it will also perhaps give you tilts and conditions from the abyss.
Okay. I can deal with some. Worst case scenario, the younger Ethels will take care of us. So I'll internalize it.
All right, so roll your wisdom for each one of them. Wisdom should be 7, I think, because you're pretty wise.
No, it's 8. It went up from
Oh,
something.
wow. So roll 8 dice each.
Ooh, a bunch of zeros.
Is that good?
So 5 for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
It's like Hyperborea. We don't know.
I have no idea if the rolls are good or not. And 3 for the other one.
Okay, both of those are enough. And both of them take 2 points of resistant bashing damage, which means it can't be healed, as they pull the backlash from the world into and onto themselves. The oaths are severed from Mona and Hannah.
So I will never.
Directly in front of the Guardians of the Veil, who made you swear the oaths.
On your
I was-
face!
Yeah, Hannah flicks them off.
You have no respect, they say.
I say,
Correct.
you prey on young wizards.
We
Guardians of the
protect
Veil.
this world.
You have not earned respect.
Act with hubris. Are you breaking the last one?
Yeah, I'll break the
Okay.
last one.
Roll that dice pool one more time.
I say, if you wanted to protect the world, you would have dealt with that. And I point to the snake.
There is no problem with the world. There is only a problem with those who would choose to abuse it. We have been given a gift, but it is also our curse. That oath also snaps. Roll the wisdom for that.
Oh,
As well, though.
man.
Oh, that part's scary.
Two. One of the Ermengardes, the one casting the second spell, takes 2 points of bashing damage, but it's not enough to fully contain the paradox. And as that happens, the world ripples into and around them, and they are now cursed. They no longer re-roll 10s.
I need so many character sheets.
They absorb all the bad luck into and of themselves. Now there is cursed Ermengarde. And is that the one with their throat slit? Or is that the other one? Okay.
Let's say it's throat slit. Ermengarde, who's got more feelings, is now cursed Ermengarde. Ermengarde, throat slit.
Oh my gosh.
Ermengarde,
Wild.
TS.
So as you break that last oath, the table and the guardians themselves fall to pieces, and they just break apart and disappear.
It's the
The
foods.
fog parts. No, the food's all gone.
Oh.
Everything's gone. The
I like
benches.
our own justice.
Yeah. Took justice into our own hands.
So
And the resistant bashing damage I never get back, right?
that's right.
Okay.
Well, you do naturally, but it takes 15 minutes per injury to regain that.
Oh, okay.
But Hannah can't heal it because it's from the abyss. And it looks kind of like damage from a curse. So, as the fog parts, you see a gate. The gate to this mansion, in fact, right in front of you. On the other side of the gate is a man with long blonde hair, banging on it. You recognize him as Numa. And he is apparently mad In front of him stands Blanchefleur, who turns towards all of you as you become visible through the fog. Mona waves.
I start walking towards that. Get closer.
Parallax starts walking towards that.
I turn to Hannah. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? I have no qualms with him walking away anymore. It feels so great.
Tim, through the edge of your sword, as you are watching Parallax, he gets close enough to Blanchefleur that you can see her. Everyone's ready now, Tim.
All right, perfect. Let me open up a giant, or I'll collocate.
Mhm.
I will open up a giant portal and bring all of me and my army of Parallaxes to the entire gang.
All right. Do you want to co-locate so that each one comes in separately, or one giant portal?
I want one giant portal, of
Okay.
course.
So that's going to be a space plus gnosis check.
Can I
Okay.
supernal distillation against it?
Yes, you can. But I'm going to have you first roll a wits plus composure check to see it happening.
Okay. One success.
You do. You catch it just as it gets to full size.
I'm gonna yell, or actually, I'm gonna use my force of spell to use the sound frequency to reach Blanchefleur and say, "There's a portal of parallaxes opening up above you to murder you."
Your voice
she already knows
carries across, and she looks up in what seems like slow motion. And roll that supernal distillation. Tim, how many successes did you get on the space gnosis check?
It's 8, 9, 10 are successes, right?
That's right.
I got 0, I think.
All right, so that first portal doesn't work, but you tried it again, because why wouldn't you?
Oh, I get to do it as many times as I want? Yeah, of course.
Would you like to spend a willpower this time, because you have to beat Mona's check?
I will spend a willpower, yes.
Okay.
Let's do it. So does that make it an additional die?
Yeah, and actually add +5 if you're using your sword.
I am using my sword. I have it in my hand, ready to go.
Okay,
So that
yeah,
would be a 13 dice roll.
sounds good.
All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Mona?
I just rolled Prime Occult and got 2.
So the portal starts to ripple over Blanchefleur, and Mona reaches up to stop it, trying to slide one of the gears of reality closed, because it's not supposed to move like that. But just before you can do it, a sword sticks through the air and wrenches it back open. 5 copies of Parallax drop through. And the version that you've seen from the other timeline, the Parallax with the shaved head and the arms made of nightmare shadow, is now wielding the sword that Parallax had in all those other timelines. And he's the one that Tim's playing.
That's the sword you need.
So as I land onto the ground, I have my sword drawn and I crack my neck. It's like, all right, let's get this on with. And I start just spitting with my sword like some sort of tornado, trying to slash anything in my path.
Okay, are you going for the party or are you going for Blanchefleur?
Going for Blanchefleur right away.
Okay. So she gives you a -6 penalty to this roll, which would make your roll a chance die unless you use a point of willpower.
And why is that -6 happening? Is that like because there's so many people with me, or is it more like
The problem is that Mona made her aware that she was being attacked, so she gets her defense,
Okay.
and she's a fate mage, which means that she's going to be able to dodge and dive just out of reach. Basically, she's a witch. Witches are hard to kill.
All right. So I've spent a willpower already, so that leaves me with 5 willpower. Okay. Hell, let's spend a willpower, and I'm going to still attack Blanchefleur.
Okay? So it's
And that's
3 dice.
Just 3 dice.
Just 3 dice.
All right. I believe in you, 3 dice. I got 1 success.
With the weight of that sword, it's enough. Blanchefleur takes 6 points of lethal damage as it cuts across her neck. The other Parallaxes swing in. They're all going to cut Blanchefleur to pieces.
Doesn't that sound just nice?
Are the swords on fire?
The swords are not on fire. So what happens is the first one swings down and she pulls out a little cane and parries that attack. The next one, even bleeding from the neck, she swings and rolls to the side and she staggers back, knocking back a third Parallax's attack. But the fourth Parallax runs her through. Everybody roll for initiative. It's a single D10. You add your initiative modifier.
Where do I find that?
Your 10, right? It's just
For you, Tim, it's +8.
+8. All right. So what was that? 9 die? 1 + 8.
So yeah, you just roll 1 dice and then add 8 to it.
Okay. Whoops.
Got a 14.
the 15.
Okay.
I got 10 + 8.
Well, that means that the Parallaxes are going first. What do?
Oh, I'm going to leave the other Parallax to be last. So I'm going to probably split up and attack everyone simultaneously. But before I do that, I'm going to, do I have to cast this, my perfect timing?
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to cast that. So that is a time spell. So
Time plus Gnosis, yep.
time plus Gnosis. So that is an 8 dice roll. I got 2 successes.
With 2 successes on that roll, you are able to give 2 of your Parallaxes perfect timing.
All right. Clearly, I'm going to give it to myself with the Casapole, and I'll give it to one random. I'll give it to the one that's, I don't know everyone's characters. I guess I'll have them, one of them attack Caity. That one has perfect timing.
Yeah, he also seems to be very badly burned. It's the burned Parallax that's attacking Hannah. And Hannah, what's your defense?
My defense is 2.
You also have a fate shield up.
Yeah, so with my life shield.
Oh, life shield adds half your dots of life
Oh,
to your
sweet.
defense.
4.
Okay, so that's still 2 dice on that attack roll, but they miss as you step to the side. With their perfect timing, though, they swing up at counterpoint and you become off balance. Then another one of the Parallaxes lunges for the Ethyls. In fact, they're all going for the Ethyls. That's 4 more Parallaxes. I can deal with that. So each of the Parallaxes attacks an Ethyl. What is Ethyl's defense score?
How do I know what my defense score is? I'm so
Lower of
sorry.
your dex and wits.
The lower of, they're both 2.
So it's 2. Subtracting 2 from this die roll. That Parallax swings in with 4 dice. And one of them hits a baby Ermengarde for 6 points of bashing damage because you're dead. You take it like a dead person. Then the other baby Ermengarde also takes 6.
That knocks out both Ermengardes, both young Ermengardes.
Grown Ermengarde, that one misses. The last grown Ermengarde is also missed.
I yell to the other Parallaxes, this is why you're feeble. Better aim with the swords.
Yeah. The last Parallax to act is you, Tim.
All right. I guess Charlotte's character is the only one that hasn't been attacked yet, so I'll go after Charlotte's character.
Okay. Roll your strength plus weaponry minus 2. I think it's 4 dice for you. 3. No, it's 3 dice for you.
Yeah, my wisdom's 3.
Oh, and you also have fate armor up?
Yes.
So it's only a single die on this roll, Tim.
Damn. All right.
You could always spend willpower if you really want Mona dead.
I don't think I should.
I want Mona dead. I'm spending another willpower.
All right, then roll 4 die.
4 die, doing it. Yes, I got 2 successes.
Mona, that is 7 points of bashing damage. So what happens is, first, your boxes fill up with slashes, and then the remaining slashes turn into X's, as even though your body takes damage like an undead, it's serious damage from this sword, as it hacks deep into your side.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
You get to roll Stamina Resolve to stay conscious. And actually, the Ethyls also roll Stamina Resolve -3 to stay conscious. And so, after that first round of combat, it's your turn, Hannah.
Cool. I'm going to so I can't attack and do magic in the same turn.
No.
I'm just not super great with weapons. All right, I think I'm going to take a turn to boost my strength then, which is a supreme honing as I'm.
Okay. Yeah, Supreme honing it up.
I can use my lightsaber next time.
Those parallaxes are pretty lethal, though.
Yeah, but I'm rolling 12 dice for this.
Yeah, you get to split it amongst your abilities since it's a rope. So that brings us to the.
Oh my god, 2.
Oof. Well, that's only +2 to one of your stats.
Yep.
Physical stats. Ermengardes, it's all 4 of your turns.
Dear God. Can I cast the older Ethyls cast that same decomposition spell on? We have to get our hands on him, but on Parallaxes.
So that would be a spell called Withering. And what you can do is you can cast it with advanced reach. And you don't have to actually get your hands on them with Death 5. But if you wanted to, you could overreach. And in doing so, you could cause aggravated damage, which wouldn't just do lethal damage. It would fill in the boxes and just like remove those health points forever, pretty much, from these parallaxes. So do you want to do it real big? How much hurt are we dropping on these parallaxes?
I mean, we want to kill the Parallaxes, right?
Yeah, so you're going to overreach?
Yeah. What is the penalty of overreaching?
It's just more paradox.
No big deal.
No big deal.
So how about this? I'll have the particularly damaged Ermengarde already is going to do that.
Okay.
So she sacrifices herself.
Does she want to do it to how many parallaxes does she want to do it to at once?
I mean, the more I do it to, the more dice I lose to the pool, right?
That's right.
I want to do it to the main one.
Okay. Absolutely. You see which one's the main one. That one right there, you're going to do it to him. And you're just going to roll your death plus gnosis and inflict this as aggravated damage.
Okay.
Do you want to spend a point of willpower on this?
What does that let me do?
Add 3 dice to the roll.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I lost a die. I won't use that one. Okay. Hold on, I have to go through all 7 character sheets.
What have I done?
You've made my bookkeeping very hard.
And what's my divination spell do?
It lets you ask questions about what's going to happen in the future. With 5 successes. So, Tim, you fill in 5 of your boxes completely as that parallax wastes away. Paradox does not happen, even though the pool was pretty big.
Oh, whoa.
And the amount of health that you have is 7. So
Yep.
with 5 of those boxes filled in all the way black, your body has mostly turned to ash. It's breaking apart in front of you.
Ah,
That damage is never going to heal. All of your limbs and organs are failing you. That was the first Ermengarde.
wow. Okay.
Okay, so second older Ermengarde. So let me go to the younger Ermengardes first. Can they do any sort of healing at all? No, I didn't think so.
I think
Other-
that older Ermengarde is able to deny the Reaper. No, it just restores bodily functions.
I
Okay.
think there might be a spell.
It's mostly life that's going to heal people.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. That's the opposite. So, the younger Ermengardes are just going to swing at the close parallaxes with their shovels. We'll deal with them.
Yeah, so it's going to be a strength plus weaponry -2.
I have nothing in weaponry. I have basically no strength. Okay, we roll. Well, that's -1 dice.
Ooh.
I guess
You could. They could each spend willpower to get it up to 2 dice each.
Okay. They have lots of willpower. They can each do that once.
And remember, these have been enhanced by Mona. If they hit, they're going to really hurt.
All right, well, one rolled garbage, one rolled the 2 and the 3, but the other one rolled 2 9s. So
The one that hits slams that parallax, and as they do, the force explodes in the sound of like a concussion grenade. As it slams into that parallax's head, his head like jerks back, and you've snapped his neck.
sweet. And
Also,
okay.
it's a wisdom roll for that one, and also for the one that used death magic on a person.
That's not good. Well, so younger Ermengarde got 2. Double slamming Ermengarde got 2.
Yeah, and roll 3 dice for this. I've cast a death spell. Check. Just 3.
Just 3 for the.
Just 3.
I tried to slam. Okay.
All right, so that one loses a wisdom, but only down to 7 wisdom. It's totally
Oh.
fine.
Totally fine.
They both get beats, though. We're just gonna pool all those beats into
So
one beat
much
pile.
stuff. Okay, so this Ermengarde is -1 wisdom.
Parallax, it's your turn. Oh wait, no, it's not, because there's still one more Ermengarde.
One more Ermengarde. The one more Ermengarde is going to also. Is everyone is death warded now, right? We've covered
Yes.
everybody. Okay, including Parallax.
Including Parallax.
Correct, Parallax. That Ermengarde is going to run up and see if she can maybe finish the job by hitting evil Parallax with her shovel, and use the willpower to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rule that as you do that, one of the other Parallaxes, the one that you're fighting, steps in the way to protect him.
Okay, can I swing at that one?
Yeah.
So it takes.
So again, Dex weaponry -2.
I'm so glad I strengthened your weapons before this.
Hold on, more bookkeeping.
Technically, this shovel isn't strengthened because the older Ermengarde shovels were before Mona strengthened. That Ermengarde separated, so that shovel is only going to deal a normal shovel damage worth if it's the older Ermengarde.
Omen Ermengarde got 2 hits.
Yeah, that's a big welt on the head. As that shovel hits, it's just like boom. So 2 successes plus 2 for the shovel damage. That Parallax is not out of the fight, but is like reeling. And speaking of Parallaxes in a fight, good old normal Parallax. You want to rewind time?
Oh man, definitely tempted, but there. I guess
You should
based on
grab
what.
that sword.
What, did someone drop one? I don't think it was dropped one yet, have they?
One of the Parallaxes did. He got hit by a shovel real hard.
Wow.
But also, like, the Nega Parallax has
that
like
was the thing
mostly
of-
turned to dust, so you probably
Yeah.
can't hold onto the sword very well.
I
Well,
was
his arms are
definitely
made of
fixating on
shadow.
him. Yeah. So I definitely probably noticed him start to decay a little bit. Should I
Oh,
do
yeah.
like a
A
composure
lot of
check
it.
to most?
You noticed
yeah.
that.
I am going like, all right, I'm going to try to finish the job here. I'm going to rend lifespan on. Is that the right spell?
Yep.
Yeah, rend lifespan, and I'm going to spend a point of mana to make it aggravated damage, and I'm going to use the willpower here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How this is going to resolve is as you roll that die pool, I'm going to let that Parallax counterspell this time spell. So, Tim, you get to also roll time plus Gnosis to stay alive.
All right.
And if you want, you can spend a willpower as well.
Might as well. I'm gonna die if I don't. I still got 2 left after this, so that's +1 die. All right.
Plus 3
Plus
die.
3. Okay. Oh man, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
I also got 6 successes.
Oh man, it's like a Harry Potter duel at a graveyard. You cast out with the pocket watch, and the bear that is your psychic energy makes the whole scene shift to Parallax's Nimbus. Now you're fighting, instead of in a foggy field next to a manor, you're fighting in a field of stars, and all of you can sense just in your blind sight that there is a massive bear screaming and fighting with another massive bear. The Parallaxes can see that their energies are evenly matched, and as you are trying to rend away the lifespan of that other Parallax, they are resisting with everything they have. Mona, it's your turn.
I'm still conscious. Can I cast a spell?
Yes, it's at a -3 penalty because you're so hurt, though.
Well, with my forces sight up, I see like this unmatched
Yeah, your prime sight can see that spell duel happening in the sky.
Yeah, can I somehow strengthen one side a little bit just so it can reach him?
I'm gonna say yes. It's an improvised prime spell, so it's a prime gnosis check, -3 for your injuries.
Okay. Prime Gnosis -3. Can I use a willpower?
Yes.
How many does that add?
It's going to add 3 dice to this pool, so it's just gonna be straight prime gnosis.
Okay. Three successes.
3 successes. As the spells are hitting, Mona, how do you do this?
So I see the gears, and I see that I can turn one of the gears on my Parallax's side to let the magic flow a little faster. Or not flow faster, but allow more magic flow through. And the gear on Nega Parallax, I'm kind of turning the gear to close it off a little. Yeah.
And as you do, Trevor, you feel a burst of magical energy rush through your hands, and suddenly you age him, and he withers into dust. The shadows that made up his arm stay put for just a moment before slipping into nothingness. And Tim, thank you so much for playing this game with us. You were such a wonderful guest star.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
As I crumble in pain, he's like, and I just like that Voldemort in the first movie where he just crumbles to dust, and then silence.
We probably won't see you again.
Are the other Parallaxes still there?
Yes, but as soon as they see this, they start winking out one by one. They're all teleporting out. One of them is going to the unconscious Parallax to grab him and teleport out.
Ooh, Parallax, grab the sword. The
All right,
real
I'm
sword.
Definitely grabbing Nega Parallax's sword for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the evidence we needed to prove your innocence. We did it.
Yay! Good job, team.
Yeah. So Trevor, there is a sword from where that shadow Parallax disappeared. And yeah, if no one's stopping them, all the other Parallaxes flee. Numa, suddenly the gate unlocks and he rushes forward to Blanche Flore's headless corpse, where Parallax has rushed forward to grab the loot instead. Allura stands shocked, confused, but perhaps no more shocked and confused than, say, 5 minutes ago when there was another massive melee and people also duplicated. Injured, the party does what?
I'm still lying on the ground. I don't think I can get up right now.
I'm gonna run over to Mona and magic healing.
Yeah, with sword in hand, it's gonna definitely go over to Blanche Floor and see what the hell, if there's anything that can be done. Probably not.
Very dead.
Very dead.
Her head is separated from her body.
Okay.
Okay, so Aurora doing now?
So Allura is just standing there as she's been doing this entire time. Also, the fog that was on the grounds has started to part, and you can see now that there's a massive mansion right next to you. There is a big metal gate, there's some stone walls, there's a whole bunch of abandoned party furniture and tents, but there's no other people here.
Yeah, Mona heals for 2.
All right. So when you heal 2 bashing for each success, or 1 lethal.
Okay, I'll just do 2 bashing.
Okay.
Am I able to stand up now?
Yes.
Okay.
But it hurts. You've been stabbed. You've been hacked super deep into your chest and then into your side. Your clothes are all bloody and ragged.
It's cool. Chicks dig scars. Thanks, Hannah. I feel slightly better.
I wish I could do more.
What about the Ermine guards who are super badly stabbed?
Do more. The Ermine guards.
Those wounds would have been lethal wounds, the 2 younger Ermine guards who got stabbed, but because of the death ward, their bodies reacted as if they were dead, so it was just bashing instead of lethal.
All right, who needs some good old-fashioned, new-fashioned healing? 2 hands.
Actually, all the Ermine guards are pretty beat up, but 2 of them, the younger ones, are very, very beat up.
Yeah, and the older wounds can't
gets
heal.
healed for 2.
I like this army of Ermine guards we have with us.
1 gets healed for 1. Oops. Oh, that one's lost. I have a cat on my lap. I'm not getting it. 1, 2, 3. 1 gets healed for 3. And there's 4, right?
Well, actually, the 2 older ones can't be healed because it's resistant bashing damage. They took it from Paradox, not from Parallax.
Oh.
I did have like 3 hurt going into all of that, though, on both of them.
Then yeah, they can get healed for that damage.
Cool.
Yeah, and you're feeling pretty drained right now, Hannah, but you've done it. You've knitted them back together.
Oh, it's been a day. So I really can't do much for Blanche Fleur.
Not even I can do anything for my sister, says Numa, and he looks up at you.
Hey, don't worry about it, Numa. She saw it coming. It was inevitable.
Nothing is inevitable. We can only take actions to change.
Hey, so as you can see, Parallax defeated Nega Parallax, and he now has the sword. Can he be forgiven now?
I just saw him stab my sister to death in front of me.
Did you see all the other Parallaxes?
I did, I suppose.
Okay, yeah.
All of the Parallaxes. And you mean to tell me that this one isn't a danger?
Yes, this one's different from all the rest of them. Obviously.
He went through the trials that your sister set up. That has to mean something.
Yeah, all the other ones didn't.
Alora steps forward and she says, Uncle, she said that I was to take them inside the mouth. She said that we could make it all better. She also said I was supposed to marry him. Numa looks at Parallax. He is so mad. He doesn't know what to do.
I'm very bewildered too. I'm like, let's pump the brakes a little bit on that. Also, he said something about entering the mouth? What?
I suppose that makes sense, he says.
Perhaps
That
you can
doesn't make
elaborate.
any sense.
Is the snake still in the sky?
The snake is still in the sky. Even though the mist has parted, when you look up, you can see that same figure 8 is coursing by. Numa says, All of you, come with me then. I will give you a chance to prove your innocence.
Did we just do that?
No,
Yeah, you like witnessed it.
you just went to. You attacked someone who is trying to attack you. That does not make you a safe and responsible member of our awakened community.
All 4 Ermengardes roll their eyes simultaneously.
Yeah, I do
The
too. I roll my eyes with them.
casualties that have been provoked by your hubristic search for forbidden knowledge has created a problem that is devoured at least 15 mages throughout the Boston area. If you hadn't tried to follow those secrets, he points at Mona, if you hadn't tried to follow those secrets, if your mentor had any sense to him, then those 15 mages would still be alive. I consider you all guilty, he says.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell back at him.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. Is he worth my breath? He's just so wrong. I think I will. Mona's got spirit. She likes arguing with people. She's gonna yell back, if we didn't go out and follow the clues, we would have been unrightfully imprisoned, which we kind of were, and with no way to prove our innocence. Your system's broke. We had to take justice into our own hands.
Yeah, I think that you can roll some sort of check for that. What kind of check is it?
Government?
It's not politics, it's a social check.
Oh, expression
Yep.
plus
Presence, manipulation.
Sure. We'll do presence. 3.
He looks so bitter. He hears what you're saying. He hears that you think that you have been unjustly accused, but you can tell that he just doesn't feel the same way.
That's fine. I didn't think he would. I just wanted to yell at him.
We are all in mortal danger. And whether you're innocent or guilty, it is your responsibility to fix it. Yours. He looks at Parallax and each of you because you have been with him. So you're in a unique position to right the terrible things that have happened to our city. And as such, I would entreat you to follow me.
Are you gonna make us eat buggy food?
What? Oh, I suppose that is something that would happen around awakened wizards. But no, I'm not going to make you eat buggy food.
Good,
I'm
'cause
going
that
to
is
make
my specialty. I start walking down the hill.
you.
I'm gonna whisper to Alora, can I be a bridesman?
Alora looks at you, says,
You know,
I
like the
mean-
man of honor?
I guess so.
Yes! Called it.
As Numa strides across the grounds, he walks onto a white marble patio. And as he does, Hannah, you see him cast some sort of spirit spell. And right at the lip of the patio, a massive serpent's head rises out of the ground, but you all can see it because it's made of stone.
Hmm.
The
Chamber of Secrets.
The opening is 10 feet in diameter, wide enough for all of you to walk in.
Do we have to?
I think she'd be literal with that statement.
What's my prime site say? Anything?
Your prime site says that that thing is magic. Your prime
Yeah.
site says that it is some sort of pure magic. You've never seen anything like it before.
That's cool.
Didn't Ghost Parallax say to be careful of the snakes before he died?
Say that.
Beware the snake or something like that?
You can only enter and not activate the warding runes beyond if you are a member of my family, he says. And so you will have to join the Leon family.
Who's he talking to?
He's looking at Parallax. But technically, any of you could join the Leon family.
Look at all of you for like volunteers. No.
I mean, there's a sampler of Ethels, if that's what you're into. Like.
Very well. I guess that it must be done.
You just adopt us.
By my rights, I can put you together. We have no need for a true ceremony. Alana, I'm sure that this is not what you wish, but it's for the family, she says. Alora, my name's Alora.
Oh, this is so sad.
This is really sad.
Both of you, come to me.
I said, Laura, you don't have to do that. We don't need to go in the snake mouth thing. It's fine. This is weird.
You know, why do we want to go in the snake mouth?
My aunt, you called her Blanche Fleur. She said that whatever was poisoning the land was inside our family's catacombs, that the problem is there. And she said that you would go. That's why she put together the trials, to find out if you were the one who was supposed to go. I think all the rest of them were trying to get in there.
Did you just say we called her Blanche Fleur? What did you call your aunt? Wasn't her name Blanche Fleur?
She looks at Numa, and Numa shakes his head.
That was probably her mage name.
You all understand, without a need for an insight check, that indeed Blanche Fleur must have been her mage name.
Okay, I'm not gonna press it.
You also are aware that Alora then must know her true name. And
Alora.
possibly Numa's true name as well.
I can do mind magic.
Alora, what do you want?
I want what my family wants, she says.
Oh, the Ethels roll their eyes hard on that one.
I'll cast interconnections. I want to see if we're fated to go in there.
Yes.
So it's fate investigation.
Only one of us can marry Alora. So how do we all become family?
Only one of you must pass by the wards. Then you will be accepted, I suppose.
I suppose.
I have taken guests inside before.
I have a check next to investigation. Do I roll anything extra?
Do you roll anything extra? No. It's
Okay,
for making
I got
notes.
0 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you can cast that spell again in a little bit.
Can I go to Blanche Fleur? If I checked her pockets.
You're pretty far from the corpse at the moment.
Okay.
It's just lying on the street.
Yeah, I think I like just gonna casually walk over while they're talking about marriage stuff.
Parallax, are you going through with the marriage?
I'm actually going to question Numa based on his. So, are you not coming through the mouth with us? Is that not a thing? Because by your logic, you could just come with us, and then we should be able to follow suit, no problems.
He sets his jaw and says, "It doesn't permit me any further."
Ooh, why?
Terribly inconvenient.
He looks at Hannah when you say that. It is not something you need concern yourself with.
Ooh, maybe Numa wants to get in and he's using us.
Can I do a mind spell to figure out what he's thinking?
You can roll. It takes a point of mana again.
I don't have any mana. Never mind.
Ooh, I should give you some of mine.
The older Ethel with the scarred neck and the most damage done to her is going to offer, with all due respect, Laura, if I married you, I could stay with you and look over you. And if these folks don't come back, you can come with me and we can look for them in death.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do I add anything to it, or is it just persuasion?
It could be manipulation or presence. If Parallax was doing it, flirting would apply. He looks at you and he looks at Alora, who doesn't seem to be all about this, and says, "Yes, that would be acceptable."
And older Ermengarde, what do I possess? Is going to kneel down and pull out her matchbook, which is basically the only other thing she has it with her, and hold it up to Alora. A light, my dear?
You should light it like a birthday candle.
Oh, Mona, that's great.
So as you propose to Alora, she looks over at Parallax to see what he's going to do. And in our next session, we're going to have a wedding.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh,
Well.
man, make doves happen. Oh.
While I ransack her aunt's body.
Classic pre-wedding festivity.
Oh God. I feel so bad for Alora. She's not even awakened.
No.
She's such a pawn right now. We need to let her go. Poor girl. This is cruel.
All right. So everyone, of course, gains a beat, but you gain another beat for surviving death, another beat for surviving that time loop which went awry, another beat for defeating Justice Reversed, and another beat for surviving an onslaught of parallaxes. So that's 5 beats for everybody.
Wow.
Did anybody attain any of their aspirations or go down the route of any of their obsessions?
One of my aspirations was breaking the parallax oath.
You did it, and you absolutely gain another beat.
One of my
completed the trial.
obsessions.
Yep, that's...
One of my obsessions was save Boston.
Yeah, I
think
would
I
say that if you intend to go into the snake, you've made significant gains towards doing that. And going into that snake is the next step in saving Boston.
Okay.
So yeah, you definitely gain a beat for that obsession.
Did I get closer to clearing my name by chance?
Man, not
Not quite.
really.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
What were the
unfortunately,
requirements? Like get the sword and kill Nega Parallax, right? Wasn't that
Oh,
the
no, it's a very broad. There's a lot of things going on there. Yeah.
technically, everyone has to say that he's fine for him to completely clear his name, and he's obsessed with it. So actually, you know what, Parallax? I think that you do get a beat, not because you've done it, but because you've really tried to do it this session.
Ooh.
Yeah, plus like the counselors, Chain is on your side. I'll talk to Kumiya. You know, that's like half of it because the Arcanthus is empty. Fleur's dead, so that's not even an option.
Yeah. Good. Numa on board. I think that's the big one right there.
Yeah,
He doesn't like us
Numa
very much.
and Hydra, yeah. It'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. And if you want to hear more speculation, viewers, about what's going on, then come join our Discord where we talk about the complex web of narrative that is being woven.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that all these characters are so great, and it's wonderful to have you all as players, and I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am.